Good morning, and welcome to the Universalist Church of West Hartford, in which love is the spirit. We're glad you're here in the sanctuary or anywhere in the world, especially those visiting or returning after a time away. I'm Joe Wilson, one of your representatives on our Board of Trustees. If you're a visitor, we hope you'll talk with our welcome team or visit our webpage, www.westhartforduu.org, to learn more about us. Our guest book or online contact page will help you get onto our electronic mailing list. Our electronic communications are the best way for us to all stay connected. We look forward to helping you become part of this Universalist Church. We're grateful for the fading of respiratory illnesses, and masks are always welcome here. If you'd like a mask, our ushers in the back will be glad to give you one. We'll also have fellowship and Fisk Hall today and through Zoom. If you need help finding your way to Fisk Hall for our fellowship hour, any member of the church will be happy to guide you. Just look for someone wearing a Universalist Church name tag, which I don't have on, but many do, or follow the herd, which is also a good plan, because a lot of people will want to go back there. You can find the link for Zoom in our weekly news or our Breeze calendar. If you aren't getting the weekly news, please sign up for it on our website. And now, I invite you to take a moment to make your mobile phone silent, turn off your email, put away all those keyboards, and settle in for worship.
Good morning. I hope your world is colored with love. Because if it isn't, it will be before you leave today, I hope. If you have a home chalice, please light it with us. As we light this chalice today, may we understand that this tiny flame holds within it an amazing array of brilliant color, oranges and yellows, and a little bit of red from time to time, a bursting bundle of color. It reminds us in those colors that we hold within this community, our community, the possibility of accepting the magnificence of who we are as individuals. We can recognize that in our diversity, our wonderings, our inner thoughts and emotions, we form a collective, almost like a box of crayons. A collective that can truly paint a world of color we have yet to imagine. A world where no one is left on the margins or neglected within its center. As this chalice flame burns, may we realize how significant every single strand of its flame is, how it is critical to its wonder, and know that each one of us is just as critical to our collective beloved community. Our opening hymn is hymn 307 in the gray hymnal. Please rise in body or in spirit, in the sanctuary or wherever you can sing out loud, or silently if you're a little bit shy. Please join me now in speaking the words of our affirmation, our covenant, as printed in and on your order of service. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Please be seated. This morning, our Time for All Ages is interactive. And I get to come down from up there, which I am thrilled to be able to do, finally. Yay. And now you all can hear me, right? Yes, good. So, some of you, I don't know if all the choir have them. They do not seem to have them. No, you don't need that. You need book pages. They're coming. We're going to share them with you. Great. I should have passed them out before I gave them to the ushers. That's what I should have done. Anyway, I am dressed for the part today in terms of our time for all ages. You do notice that I am a little bit more colorful than usual. Sort of. Okay, so every one of you has a page. Did you get neglected? You got neglected. That's okay. All right, it's one page. Just one page. You just need one page. They're all different. Da-da! So, the time for all ages today is love from the crayons. The crayons are going to teach us about love and all its aspects. So, when I name a crayon, the people who have that crayon need to hold up that crayon page, and then we'll read it together. Is that okay with everybody? All righty. Okay, so the first crayon has to say, the first crayon is red. So those of you who have the crayon, hold up the crayon page. Yay. This is the way it looks. So everybody can see it, because I can now walk down the aisle so you can really see the page of the book. Yay! And I don't have to spend 14 hours painting, which is also a relief, although I love painting. All right, so we're going to read that first page. Love is red because love comes in all shapes and sizes. Okay, so the next crayon is the purple crayon. Okay, those of you who have the purple crayon, yay! Okay, and love is purple because, okay, did everybody hear that? It's because love has its own imagination. Okay? The next crayon is brown. All right? And love is brown because... No, you got the wrong. That says every color, not brown. We're not there yet. It's okay, Sue. But it does include every color, but we're not there yet. Okay, brown. All right. Brown is because love is sweet like chocolate. The next crayon is gray. Okay. And love is gray because... Very good. Love can be small and soft, or big and strong, like a hippopotamus. The next crayon is white. Yay. Okay. It's not much on the white page. Love is white because
sometimes love is hard to see.
Aha. Can't always see that thing called love. Amazing. The next crayon is green. Aha. Yay. Love is green because love is helpful. The next crayons, there are two of them, are yellow and orange. And they are yellow and orange because love is sunny and warm. We don't need any more warmth right now, but later this evening you might want it, or early tomorrow morning. The next crayon is blue. Okay. And love is blue because it's stormy. We've had a few of those lately, storms. Did any of you go walking in the storms? I did the other morning with my umbrella. It was lovely. Yes, I didn't realize I was a lightning rod at the same time. Okay. The next crayon is pink. Yay! And love is pink because
Love can be silly.
Love can be silly, like me. You know, really silly. I tend to be very silly most of the time. The next crayon is peach. And love is peach because
sometimes love can hide.
And finally, Sue, love is every color because love is every color. And every color you think of expresses some aspect of love. And that is our story for all ages this wonderful Sunday morning. So thank you for participating. The voluntary offering, the sharing of our resources for our shared work as a religious community, is a spiritual practice for all of us. By offering your time, talent, and treasure to this community, you help us serve its members, its friends, and the wider community of this congregation. As part of that service, we share our general offering each week with organizations that do work in the world that brings us ever closer to creating the beloved community. During our service today, we share our offering with the Hill Paugussett Nation. Their nation is a recognized tribe by the state of Connecticut. Their reservation land is in Trumbull and Colchester, and we have an established and meaningful relationship with these gracious neighbors and Mother Sharon, and hope that this contribution will help with their educational programming and their community center. To give electronically, please use the QR codes on your order of service, in the links in the description or those on our website to make your donation. And here in the sanctuary, our offering will now be gratefully received. Thank you for your generosity. We are now going to share congregational reading 594 in the gray hymnal. I will ask that this side of the congregation reads the regular type, and this side of the congregation reads the italics type. And I will not be running back and forth. We affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of every person. We believe that each and every person is important. We affirm and promote justice, equity, and compassion in human relations. We believe that all people should be treated fairly. We affirm and promote acceptance of one another and encouragement to spiritual growth. We believe that our churches are places where all people are accepted and where we keep on learning together. We affirm and promote a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. We believe that each person must be free to search what is true and right in life. We affirm and promote the right of conscience and the use of the democratic process. We believe that all people should have a voice and vote about things which concern them. We affirm and promote the goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. We believe that we should work for a peaceful, fair, and free world. We believe that we should care for our planet Earth. Please join in singing our doxology, and if you are willing to rise and sing this, that would be lovely, if you can. Please be seated. Today, I am saddened to announce that Mrs. Marge Wyman, a dear friend of this congregation, died on Wednesday, July 19th, early in the morning. Her transition was peaceful, and her 3 daughters will miss her enormously. Let us also be aware in our thoughts and prayers this morning of all living beings in our world who have been affected by the unrelenting heat, especially the beings in Africa, in Italy, in Greece, in China, in Antarctica, and the southern regions of these United States. Please join me in those prayers, in moments of silence for the prayers that we have not vocalized, and just be in the color of our diversity. May the spirit of love that lives within our community be present and vibrantly alive within all of us and within all we accomplish in our lives in this week ahead. Amen and blessed be.
Our first reading is from the book Color by Betty Edwards in the section titled The Importance of Color. Color signifies life. In our explorations of the solar planets and their many moons, we have yet to find life in any world in space, and therefore the colorfulness of our planet, especially the green of our vegetation and the blue of our water, appears to be unique. Areas on Earth that teem with life, our jungles and oceans, forests and plains, are filled with natural colors that delight the eye and the mind. Even in areas that are colorless because they've been stripped of life by natural disasters or human misuse, nature is never spent, as English poet Gerard Manley Hopkins writes, and with renewed life, color returns. It is difficult to imagine a world without color, yet much of the time we take the importance of color in our lives for granted, much as we take for granted the air we breathe. Especially in our modern cities, we barely note the fantastic color around us. We've grown so used to its passing pleasure. Much of this spreading sea of color has no real function other than to attract attention to itself. Unlike nature, where every color had gradually evolved over time to fulfill some precise utilitarian purpose, and unlike ancient times, when costly colors such as purple were restricted to the finery of the rich and were as precious and meaningful as jewels, we spread color around because we like it. It is available, and we can. We modern humans have literally millions of inexpensive colors at our fingertips. Yet color, in its mysterious way, continues to matter. Our biological inheritance, perhaps at the subliminal level, still causes certain colors to attract or repel us, to provide helpful information or warnings, and to mark boundaries. Now please join me in singing hymn number 1029, Love Knocks and Waits for Us to Hear, in the turquoise hymnal, also known as the teal hymnal, number 1029. Please rise as you're willing and able. Our second reading is from the Complete Color Harmony, Pantone edition by Leatrice Eisman, in the section entitled Intro, Color Harmony. From the time we were tiny children, we innately understood that color is a vital part of our lives. When offered a box of crayons, we scribbled with great delight and abandon, never mind staying within the lines of the coloring book. Color provided the freedom to express ourselves, gaining approval and appreciation from doting parents. As we grew older, we became more conscious of the emotional components of color and how effective it can be at directing and diverting the eye. In fact, there are numerous subtleties and nuances in numerous hues, tints, tones, shades, and intensities to excite or calm, pacify or energize, and even to suggest strength or vulnerability. They can nurture you with their warmth, soothe you with their quiet coolness, and heighten your awareness of the world around you. Color enriches the universe and our perception of it. We respond to color at a very visceral level, and our preferences can often be the key to understanding memories and buried emotions. They can produce what is termed a mnemonic association by reminding us of another time or place. Throughout our waking hours, and even in our dreams, color is a constant presence. From a broad perspective, animals are colored for disguise or for display, especially in attracting a suitable and healthy mate. The survival of the fittest is well served by color. As for humans, from a purely practical standpoint, color is essential to our very existence, as it enables us to judge the ripeness freshness of fruit, berries, vegetables, and other foodstuffs. It helps us to identify birds, insects, fish, flora, and fauna, those to enjoy and those to avoid, or at the least to exercise some caution around them. It can inform us that we must stop at a red light and go on green. Color stimulates and works synergistically with all the senses: sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch, evoking enjoyment, or at the opposite extremes, repulsion and rejection. Knowledge, judgment, and intuition are all involved in mastering color. Harmonious colors can be found in traditional teachings, such as the use of the color wheel. But times, taste, and trends can and do change, and along with them, the directives for harmony. On a personal level, color can emphasize physical features or provide camouflage where needed. And most certainly, as demonstrated by the cosmetic, hair coloring, grooming, and fashion industries, color can enhance self-image and self-esteem. By creating an emotional connection in the human mind, color can express and give meaning to fantasies and aspirations and provide us with fulfillment.
like to repeat the words from Petula Clarke at the beginning of our service. So you can color my world with sunshine yellow each day. Oh, you can color my world with happiness all the way. Just take the green from the grass and the blue from the sky up above, and if you color my world, just paint it with your love. Just as long as I know you're thinking of me, there'll be a rainbow always up above me. Today, I dressed, as I noted earlier, for this service. And I wish to invite you to go on a journey with me, to explore, as was noted in our Time for All Ages as well as in our readings, our childlike selves. You'll be, quote, offered a box of crayons so that you can scribble with great delight and abandon, unquote. I hope eventually you will pick favorite colors and give yourselves the freedom to express whatever comes into your mind. In envisioning today's service, I was reminded vividly of an afternoon in Adrian, Michigan, where I sat under one of the red maple trees on the Mother House campus. I was 17, and I was sitting at an old picnic table with my box of 48 Crayola crayons. And I had a blank sheet of 8.5 by 14 white paper, and I let my imagination run wild because I was really, really concerned about deciding what I was going to do during my senior year to prepare for my life after high school. I used color to intuitively express what was in my heart and mind that words could not in any way capture. In 1810, Johann Wolfgang Goethe released what he, as a scientist, writer, artist, philosopher, thought was his best work. And it wasn't Faust. It was the theory of color. This great man noted in that study, quote, "Color is ranked high among the primal natural phenomena, for it fills out its own unique sphere in the most various ways. Color is chiefly meant for the sense of vision, the eye. It acts on our human inner nature through the mediation of the eye." And further in his work, in a section subtitled Allegorical, Symbolic, and Metaphysical Use of Color, he notes, "We can also sense that color is open to mystical interpretation. The scheme depicting the multiplicity of colors points to archetypal relationships, which are as much a part of human intuitive perception as they are of nature." I chose today to connect our call of love is the spirit and color because it's based in this time of year. Color explodes all around us at this time of year. Each day we have the opportunity to see something new push forth through either the green grasses beneath us, the darkened brown soil in our walkways and gardens, or the wonders hanging overhead in our trees and shrubs and hanging branches. At the beginning of this month, we celebrated July 4th and Juneteenth and continued the wonders of summer at perhaps one of our Connecticut Yard Goats baseball games or another sporting event, maybe the International Women's Soccer. We can look to the skies during those events and watch multiple fireworks strike colors across the evening twilights. All these colorful explosions come from our inner spirit, our mystical selves. The love is the spirit of this community drives those explosions, if we allow them. An event of great significance for our faith community each summer is our General Assembly. Besides this gathering always uplifting my spirits and my energy because of being in the presence of our collective global Unitarian Universalist community, it is also a passionate time filled with vibrancy and enthusiasm and explorations and questions and lots of noise and exchanges. The event is always filled with color, colorful conversations, colorful celebrations, colorful collaborations, colorful clothing, and colorful lighting. The stage in General Assembly always has a different color tone to it. General Assembly and all the preparations and the Assembly's actual work always speaks to me of the confluence of the spirit of love and the colors of living our faith at its fullest. It's a sacred time. Much like the mystical aspects of color Goethe acknowledged and our Cranes spoke of earlier in our service. In going through the massive body of information regarding color, and one of our authors referred to it in her writings, it's beyond massive, actually. I found in that collection an excellent article by a Canadian writer named Adrian Santos Longhurst. And it was included in the Healthline website to encourage strong mental health for all of us. The title of the article was this: Can color really help you relax? 9 reasons to try adult coloring. And the author outlines 9 reasons, obviously, with further explanations for each, to encourage us to pick up a coloring book the next time we go to Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Walmart or Target or any of those places. I just want to outline the 9 statements. They're simple, but see if any of these resonate with you. Adrian notes coloring will help in these ways. It may ease depression and anxiety. It can offer a distraction. It can boost your ability to meditate. It can help you sleep. It can improve your motor skills if you're losing them a little bit, or you need to develop them more. It can help you process your emotions. It may promote mindfulness. It can give your brain a workout. It creates an opportunity for play. Out of this list, each one of you, when you get home today or even later this week, can pick what one of those works for you or more of them works for you. This morning, though, I want to invite all of us to concentrate on number 9, which is it creates an opportunity for play. We don't play enough as adults. So, one of the attributes of the spirit of love in our lives is the wonder created when we recognize that we can color our world with love through play. We often believe we are too mature to play, really. I'm a Harvard graduate. You want me to color? Are you serious? I'm not as good as John McEnroe at Are You Serious? The truth is that there is an equally massive body of literature about the importance of play in our lives, but that discussion is for another time. So now, for the next 5 minutes, I invite you to pick out 4, 5, 6, or as many colors as you want out of your packet of colors from the crayon boxes you have, and use the white paper that's at the end of your pew and scribble, draw, design, whatever comes to mind to fill your world with the color of love. What might it look like? Just allow yourselves to be creative and expressive and float with the colors. So you're scribbling, drawing, enjoying being a coloring being. Just anything that expresses.
Are there any more crayons?
There's plenty of crayons. Okay, you need crayons, you need paper. What do you need? Crayons are coming. Paper. Okay, I'll get you paper. Paper? Nope. There you go. Paper. You got paper. All right. Got plenty of paper. There you go, Ken. Oh, gorgeous. It's a heart. It's beautiful. Thank you. You want some? Okay. So I give you another minute to kind of collectively sigh with your piece. And I want to thank you for participating in my coloring sermon. I invite you to take home your vision of the world filled with your colors of love. Share it. Share it with your family members and your friends. Tape it or pin it up someplace where it reminds you of what you wish the world filled with the color of love would look like. Then, instead of just looking at it, work at continuing to create that world and use your drawing to expand that vision, that desire, that hope. And so may your world bring together love as the Spirit, exploding in unending colors this week and in the weeks to come. May it be so. Please join me, if you are willing and able, in singing our closing hymn, number 86, Blessed Spirit of My Life. Let us speak together our unison benediction. Engage with the world in peace. Have courage. Hold on to what is good. Return to no person evil for evil. Strengthen the faint-hearted. Support the weak. Help the suffering, and honor all beings. Please remain seated for our postlude. please join us for coffee and food and enjoying one another down in Fisk Hall.